Hello friends, in this lecture we'll start new chapter, that is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression, that is the new chapter that we are going to start. Uh, so before I start arithmetic progression, I define what is progression, what is arithmetic progression. Let us see some uh, general examples of sequence that you might uh, go throughout this. So see, this is an example 2, 3, 5, 7. So here how we are getting the next number. See, if you say that I am adding 1, then it is wrong. This is actually the numbers. Can I say odd numbers? No, 2 is not an odd number. So these are the numbers, uh, actually prime numbers. Okay, so now let us see one more example. This is a sequence 2, 3, 5, 7. Now let me take one more example. 1, then 1, then 2, then 4, then 3, then 9, and so on. Okay, let us see one more example. 5, then 8, then 11, then 14, then 17, and so on. Okay, so here we can see these numbers are actually prime numbers. So after 7, next will be 11, then after 11 next will be 13. So here if I want to write a formula to find the next term, it is not possible. Here the numbers are following. Here I can say these are actually prime numbers. Okay, these are the prime numbers. Okay, and here I can say the rule is following n, then n is square, where n belongs to natural number. Okay, here I can say rule is plus 3 and so on. Okay, these are the examples of some sequences that you might seen in the mental ability test and somewhere else, might be in your Olympiad exam and like that. So these are the sequence. Okay, this is also a sequence. This is a sequence as well as progression. So the sequence, okay, I'm giving you the definition of progression. The sequence whose nth term or uh, whose terms following a specific rule are called the progression. So that is the very first definition of the progression. A progression is a sequence whose terms. So what is sequence? So first of all we'll see the definition of sequence, then we'll see the definition of progression, and then we'll see the definition of arithmetic progression. So sequence is a set of numbers. Okay, sequence is a set of numbers. Sequence is a set of numbers which follows a specific rule. Okay, and what is progression? Progression is a sequence which follow a specific rule. Now what is the difference between sequence and a progression? See, sequence is a set of numbers which follows a specific rule. This is a sequence, this is also a sequence, this is also a sequence. But in sequence it is not necessary that you always have a formula to find its nth term. Okay, for sequence it is not necessary that it has a formula to find its nth term. So this is a sequence, but there isn't any formula in which you can find the 19th prime number or 20th prime number or 21st prime number. There isn't any formula. Okay, for here again there isn't any formula to find the nth uh, term, but here there is a formula to find nth term, so that's why we'll say this is a progression. So note it down, then I'll give you the definition of the progression, and then we come to the definition of arithmetic progression. Okay, after that we'll see progression. Okay. Progression is a sequence. Progression is a sequence which follows a specific rule, which follows a specific rule. It always has a formula to find its nth term. To find its nth term. Okay, for example, this is a progression. If I want to write one more formula, one more example, I can write in this way: -3, 0, 3, okay, then 6, then 9. This is again a progression. So that is the only difference. If someone asks you what is the difference between sequence and progression, so we'll say a progression have always a formula to find this nth term, but a sequence may or may not. Definitely there is a logic to write their terms, but it may or may not have the formula to find its nth term. One thing more, every progression is a sequence, but every sequence is not a progression. Okay, this is a progression, definitely sequence. This is a sequence, so it is not a progression. This is a sequence, not a progression. This is a sequence as well as progression. So every progression is a sequence, but every sequence is not a progression. So note it down, the definition of progression. Then we'll come to the basically arithmetic progression. Now in progression we have arithmetic progression, then geometrical progression, then harmonic progression. But for your class 10th, we have to concentrate only on the arithmetic progression. Remaining two, that is geometric progression as well as harmonic progression, you will see in class 11th. Okay, so note it down, then we come to the definition of the arithmetic progression. Okay, now we'll see the definition of arithmetic progression. Okay, before I move to the definition, let us see some examples. Okay. Okay, then Okay, so now let us see these examples. See here, if I want to find the difference of two consecutive terms, that means if I find for the very first one, if I find 9 minus, okay, I'm giving this 1, 2, 3 and 4. So first one, 9 minus 5, 4. Okay, then 13 minus 9, again 4. Then 17 minus 13, again 4. Then 21 minus 17, again 4. So here the difference of any term and its previous term, not for the first, any term and the previous term is 4, that is constant. Now let us see for the second. 4 minus 2, 2. 8 minus 4, 4. 16 minus 8, 8. 32 minus 16, 16. So here the difference between any term and the previous term is different in all the cases. Let us see for the third one. 38 minus 40, minus 2. 36 minus 38, minus 2. 34 minus 36, minus 2. Okay, 32 minus 2. So here you can see the difference is same. Okay, let us see for the fourth one. Minus 8 minus minus 10, that is plus 2. Okay, then minus 6 minus minus 8, that is again plus 2. Then minus 4 minus minus 6, that is again plus 2. Okay, so in first, third and fourth, we can say the difference between any term and the previous term is constant. Okay, difference between any term and the previous term is constant, whether it is positive or negative. So these type of sequence are called the progression. So a sequence in which difference between any term and the previous term is always constant is called the arithmetic progression. Okay, now come to the second one. Here I found the difference. Now suppose in second one I find the ratio 2 is 2, then 8 upon 4 is again 2, then 16 upon 8 is again 2, then 32 upon 16 is again 2. So here ratio of any term and the previous term is always same. So this type of sequence is actually called geometric progression. I am giving you just one example because I named that geometric progression. So for your just for your understanding, that arithmetic progression in which any term minus previous term is constant, arithmetic progression. Any term divided by previous term is constant, that is geometric progression. Now again we come to the arithmetic progression. So a sequence in which or the progression in which any term minus previous term is always constant is called arithmetic progression, and this constant is called the common difference, and this constant is called the common difference, denoted by small d. Okay, so now we'll write the definition of the arithmetic progression. One thing more, arithmetic progression short is known as AP. Okay, so let us see the definition of arithmetic progression. So arithmetic progression, so a progression in which the difference between any term and the previous term, the progression in which the progression in which the difference between any term. When I say any term, it should not be the first term, because if you take any term as the first term, you won't find the previous term. So any term other than the first term, okay, the progression in which the difference between any term and the previous term is always constant. The progression in which the difference between any term and the previous term is always constant is called arithmetic progression. Is called the arithmetic progression. This constant is called common difference. This constant is called the common difference of the arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression, that is AP, and it is denoted as small d. In general small d, but sometimes we use it capital D as well. So this is the arithmetic progression. Now here I am giving you some examples of the arithmetic progression. 2, okay, these are the examples of arithmetic progression, and this is the definition of arithmetic progression. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll come to the next point. Okay, see here I define arithmetic progression that in which the difference of any term and the previous term is always constant. Now I can define the same thing, or I can define the arithmetic progression in this way, that a progression in which each term is obtained by adding a constant term, or by a fixed, in which by each term is obtained by adding a fixed term or by adding a fixed number to get the other numbers. For example, if I add 5 in 2, I will get 7. If I add 5 in 7, I will get 12. If I add 5 in 12, I will get 17. So the list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the previous term, except the first term, but obvious, is called the arithmetic progression, and the fixed number is called the common difference. Okay, so that is all about the definition of the arithmetic progression. Now we'll see some notations that we need throughout this chapter. So notation, okay, so you can write in this way notations. Very first, okay, as I told you that arithmetic progression is denoted as written as AP, but first term of AP is written as either this is small t1 or capital T1 or A1 or capital A1 or sometime it is V1. Okay, this is the way by we can represent the first term. Okay, usually first term is written as A. Usually first term written as small a. Okay, and last term written as L. Okay, if AP has n terms, suppose AP has n terms, for a while 7 terms, so we can say 7th term will be the last term. That means we will say T7 is the last term. So suppose AP has n terms, then last term is written as Tn or Tn. Okay, or An, as I told you, it is An or small an or capital An, in that way. Okay, so these are the notations that we use throughout the arithmetic progression. So note it down, then we see the very first concept of this arithmetic progression. Now we'll see the one difference. See, suppose um, suppose okay, first of all take the heading common difference. Okay, suppose A1, A2, A3, A4 up to AN are in AP. Then see, according to definition, what is the common difference? Any term minus previous term other than the first term. So A2 minus A1. So here I can write first thing, then D is equal to A2 minus A1 or A3 minus A2 or A4 minus A3 or so on. So basically you have to work on this, any term minus previous term. So in general we use this formula to find the common difference. This is the one way. Now if I write in generalized way, so I can say common difference is equal to any term minus previous term. Okay, so if I take n equal to 1, so second term minus first term. If I take n equal to 3, then third term minus second term. Okay, here n must be greater than equal to 1. And I can't take n equal to 0. Okay, if I take n equal to 0, the first term minus 0 term does not meaning. It has no meaning. 0 term has no meaning. So this is the second thing that you have to keep in your mind. The generalized formula of the common difference. An minus An. for n greater than equal to 1. Okay, now there is one more formula to find the common difference. Okay, and that formula is, see, if I write the same thing in different way, I can write this as an minus 1. If nth term is the any term, then n minus 1 is the previous term. Now this is also correct, but with the condition n greater than equal to 2, because here I put n equal to 1. If I put n equal to 1, this will be 0. So here n should be greater than or equal to 2. So a2 minus a1, a3 minus a2. So this is also correct. So this you have to keep in your mind, common difference. Now one more formula of common difference is d is equal to Tn minus Tm upon n minus m, or an minus am upon n minus m. Okay, this is one more formula to find the common difference. We'll see how to get this, but right now just note it down, these 4 formulas to find the common difference. And in these 4 formulas, this is the very basic formula we need every time when we solve the question, this one. Okay, so note down these formulas and then we come to the next, or we'll see some questions based on this concept, that on the based on common difference. Okay, so let us see the very basic questions based on this. However, these type of questions, chances are very less that these type of questions are asked in your exams. But we'll start with the this type of question itself. The very first question is, write first 4 terms of an AP if its first term and the common difference is given. So very first question, write first 4 terms of an AP whose first term and common difference are given, whose first term and common difference are given. So let us see in this first one, first term, that is a is given, a is 10, d is 2.5. okay, so here what you have to find, first 5 terms or first 4 terms. So see how to find the terms. Common difference we have to add to get the next term. So here a1 is equal to 10. Now see one thing before I give you the solution. If okay, you can take it as a note, if first term of an AP is a1 and common difference is d, then terms of AP are a1. okay, now second term, what you have to do, you have to add the common difference. So second term will be a1 plus d. okay, or make it this, then this will make you more easy. A, second term is a plus b. Now third term is a plus 2d, because what you have to do, you have to add the common difference in first term to get the second term. Then you have to add the common difference in second term to get the third term. So a plus d plus d, that is a plus 2d. Okay, then a plus 3d and so on. Okay, so now we'll see the same thing over here. So here a1 equal to this. Now a2 is equal to a1 plus d, isn't it? So a2 is 10 plus 2.5, that is 12.5. Then now a3 is a2 plus d, that is 12.5 plus 2.5. So a3 is 15. Okay, so in that way we can write 4 terms of AP. So 4 terms will be 10, then 12.5, then 15, then 17.5 and so on. Okay, now a4 is equal to a3 plus d, that is 15 plus 2.5, that is 17.5. Okay, so here I can write, therefore terms of AP are in this way: 10, 12.5, 15, 17.5 and so on. Okay, so this is the way to find the terms of AP if first term and the common difference is given. Okay, so please note it down. First take this note and then note down this complete solution. In this way you have to write the solution to when it is asked to find first 3 or 4 terms of the AP. Okay, now let us see the next one. Second one, A is equal to 2 and D is equal to minus 1.5. A equal to 2, D equal to 1. See, in the first question I took D was 2.5, that means positive. Here I took D equal to minus 1.5, that means common difference may be positive, common difference may be negative. So now my question is, can common difference may be 0? Okay, think on that. I'll come to this question. I will come to the solution of this question, that can AP have its common difference 0 or not? Now we'll come to this question. Here A1 is equal to 2. Now A2 is equal to A1 plus D, therefore A2 is equal to 2 plus minus 1.5, therefore A2 equal to 2 minus 1.5, therefore A2 equal to 0.5. Okay, so we got A1, we got A2. Okay, here written write first 4 terms, so definitely I will include A1, but here suppose question is write 4 terms, so you have to write from second onward. Okay, now the A3. Okay, now we'll find A3. Now A3 is equal to A2 plus D, therefore A3 is equal to 0.5 plus minus 1.5, therefore A3 is equal to 0.5 minus 1.5. So A3 is equal to minus 1.0. Now A4 is equal to again A3 plus D. Therefore A4 is equal to minus 1.0 plus minus 1.5. Therefore A4 is equal to minus 1.0 minus 1.5. Therefore A4 is equal to minus 2.5. Okay, so hence we can say AP is 2 comma 0.5 comma minus 1 comma minus 2.5. Okay, so here I am writing this AP is, or this first four term of AP is the same thing. This AP is 2 0.5 comma minus 1.0 comma minus 2.5 and so on. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, in first question I took A positive, D positive. Okay, now here A positive, D negative. Now I will take third in which both will be negative. Okay, simply it is addition, subtraction, nothing else, but you should be aware about how to get the terms of AP if you have the common difference in the first term. Okay, so third one is A equal to minus 1.25 and D is equal to minus 0.25, minus 0.25. Okay, so here A1 is equal to minus 1.25. Now we'll find A2. Now A2 is equal to A1 plus D. Therefore A2 is equal to minus 1.25 minus 0.25, because plus minus ultimately it will be negative. So A2 is equal to minus 1.50. That is the value of A2. Now we'll find A3. Now A3 is equal to what? A2 plus D. Okay, it's very simple. You have to add the common difference in the previous term to get the next term. So I added the common difference D in the previous term, that is A1, to get the next term, that is A2. Now I'm adding common difference in the previous term, that is A2, to get A3. So therefore A3 is equal to, now A2 is minus 1.50 minus 0.25. Okay, so A3 is equal to minus 1.75. Okay, that is the A3. Now we find A4. Okay, now A4 is equal to A3 plus D. Okay, so A4 is equal to minus 1.75 minus 0.25. So equal to A4 is equal to 2.00 with negative sign, but obvious all the terms are negative. So the AP is, or the first four term of AP are, thus AP is the first term minus 1.25 comma minus 1.50 comma minus 1.75 comma minus 2.0 dot dot dot. Okay, so these are the first four terms of the AP. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, so till now we saw that if A and D is given, how to find the first four terms or five terms. Okay, in other words, we can say if we have first term and the common difference, we can find the AP. Now, second question is that mm, that AP is given and you have to find the common difference. Okay, here common difference was given, you have to find AP. Now AP is given, you have to find the common difference. So next question, for the following APs, for the following APs, write the first term and the common difference. Write the first term, and the common difference. Okay, so APs are given, you have to write its first term, it's very easy. So okay, this is the AP. Now see here already given it is an AP. Suppose question goes in such a way that for the following progressions, okay, for the following progressions write the first term and the common difference. Then in that case first we have to check whether the progression is AP or not. Okay, or suppose it is given for the following sequence, write the first term and the common difference. So again we have to check whether the given sequence is an AP or not, then and only we'll be able to find its common difference as well as first term. But here it is already given that this sequence is an AP. So here the first term is very easy to find. Here A is equal to 3. Now we'll find D. Now D is equal to A2 minus A1. As I told you that we need this formula to find the common difference. This AP is given. So D is A2 minus A1. That means second term minus first term. So D is equal to 1 minus 3. So common difference for this AP is equal to minus 2. Okay, so 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. Okay, so this is the way to find the first term. Is very easy to find. The only thing is that to find common difference you have to keep this thing in your mind. Second term minus the first term. Now second one is minus 5 minus 5 minus 1 minus 5 minus 1 3 and 7. So here again it is very easy. A is minus 5, D is A2 minus A1, therefore common difference is equal to minus 1 minus minus 5. So common difference is equal to minus 1 plus 5, therefore common difference is 4. That means on adding 4 we are getting next term. You can check minus 5 plus 4 minus 1, minus 1 plus 4 3, 3 plus 4 7. Okay, so note it down these two, then we come to the third one. Okay, next one is third one is 1 by 3, 5 by 3, 9 by 3, 13 by 3 and so on. Okay, so again here A is 1 by 3, D is A2 minus A1, therefore D is 5 by 3 minus 1 by 3. Therefore D is, if I take 3 as LCM, so D is equal to 4 by 3. This is the common difference. Okay, so first term is 1 by 3, common difference is 4 by 3. 1 by 3 plus 4 by 3, 5 by 3. Okay, as the denominators are same, it's very easy. Let us see the next one. Fourth. Okay, for this, A is simple 0.6. Now what about D? D is A2 minus A1. Therefore 1.7 minus 0.6. So common difference is 1.1. Okay, so this is the way to find the common difference in the first term of the AP. So note it down, then we'll come to the next question. Okay, now we'll see the next question. Now in next question, some sequences are given to you. You have to identify whether they are AP or not, or whether they are arithmetic progressions or not. So question is, which of the followings are AP? Which of the following are APs? If they are AP, if they are arithmetic progression, find common difference. Okay, if you find the given sequence is an AP, then find the common difference. So in this very first one is 2, 3, 7 by 2. Okay, now here to identify whether the given sequence is an AP or not, what you have to do, you have to check the common difference for all the given terms. So here how do we check? Let us see. Here A2 minus A1 is equal to 5 by 2 minus 2, that is 2.5 minus 2, that is 0.5. Okay, you have to check for all the given terms. So I will check A2 minus A1, then A3 minus A2, then A4 minus A3. If in all cases this common difference or the difference is same, then we'll say yes, the given sequence is an AP. Okay, now A3 minus A2, that is 3 minus 5 by 2. Okay, that is 3 minus 2.5, that is 0.5. Okay, now A4 minus A3, so 7 by 2 minus 3, that is 3.5 minus 3, that is 0.5. So we'll conclude here A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A4 minus A3. Thus given sequence is an AP and its common difference is 0.5. What we are getting is same in each and every case, so that is the common difference. So this works in two ways. We'll be able to identify whether the given sequence is an AP or not, and as soon as you identify this is an AP, you will get the common difference as well if it is same. Suppose it is not same, suppose it is 0.5 over here, then 0.5 over here, then it is not equal to 0.5 in third case. So definitely we'll say as these three differences are not equal, so given sequence is not an AP. Suppose in first case it is 0.5, in second case it is 1.5, so no need to check the third one. Okay, simply we can say as A2 minus A1 is not equal to A3 minus A2, it is not an AP, because for a sequence to be an AP we need all the differences same of the consecutive two terms. Okay, so note it down, then we'll see next question. Okay, so next is second one is minus 10 minus 6 minus 10 minus 6 minus 2 2. Okay, so here minus A1 is 2 minus 6 minus minus 10, that is minus 6 plus 10, that is 4. Now A3 minus A2 is equal to minus 2 minus minus 6, that is minus 2 plus 6, that is 4. Now A4 minus A3 is C. These two are equal, that's why I am finding the third. If I find these two are not equal, definitely I am not going to find the third difference. Okay, A4 minus A3, so 2 minus minus 2, that is 2 plus 2, that is 4. Okay, so here all the differences are same. Okay, here A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A4 minus A3 is equal to 4. Thus, given sequence is an AP with common difference, or whose difference is whose common difference is 4, whose common difference is 4. So please note it down, then we'll see one more question. Okay, now third one I am taking such an example which definitely gives the solution of the given question, as well as the one question that I asked in the same lecture. Okay, so here is 5 5 5 5 5. So here A2 minus A1 is 5 minus 5, that is 0. Now A3 minus A2 is 5 minus 5, that is 0. Okay, now A4 minus A3 is again 5 minus 5, 0. Here I gave you 5, so I have to check once more. Now A5 minus A4 is again 5 minus 5, 0. So what was the definition of the AP? That if on adding same quantity we are getting the next terms of the progression, then it is called AP, and that next term should be constant. So here the difference, or there was one more definition of AP, that if the difference of any term and the previous term is always constant. So here any term difference of previous term? It is constant. We are getting 0 in all cases. 0 is a constant. So this also represents an AP. It means common difference of AP might be positive, might be negative, or might be 0. Thus I can conclude this A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2 is equal to A4 minus A3 is equal to A5 minus A4 is equal to 0. Therefore, given sequence is an AP whose common difference is 0, whose common difference is 0. So please note it down. Okay, so that is all about today's lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see nth term of AP and the question based on that. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at home.